Welcome to Better System Trader, the podcast to help systematic traders of all levels improve their trading. We'll give you loads of expert tips and practical advice on system design and validation, money management, trading psychology, and many other topics. Whether you're just starting out or a savvy systematic trader, we're here to help you improve your trading and find more success. This is Better System Trader with your host, Andrew Swanscott.
Hi there and welcome to Better System Trader. This is episode number 131. I've finally arrived back home from a couple of weeks in the States and I had a great time there, but it's also quite nice to be at home. I'm a bit jet lagged today, so let's hope that what I share actually makes some sense, so wish me luck. Now, a few weeks ago, I had the honour of speaking at the ATAA members meeting here in Melbourne. And the ATAA is the local chapter of IFTA, and it was a really special event because it was the first time that it had been held in a new venue. Now, I presented there for about an hour, and the topic of my presentation was 7 practical tips to reducing drawdown, and I want to share a quick story from that with you today and how it applies to something that Cesar mentioned in a recent podcast interview. A couple of months back, I had the incredible opportunity to go for a drive in a couple of supercars. One was a Ferrari and the other was a Lamborghini Gallardo. And we were driving these cars around on country roads and they performed quite well, but we did have a number of issues to contend with, like sticks, rocks and water on the road. There were potholes and bumps. There were other cars on the road too, and we obviously had to observe the speed limit as well. It was a really enjoyable drive, but obviously not the most ideal environment for those type of cars. Now, imagine if we took those cars onto a racetrack. We'd have long straight roads, nice and smooth, no debris, no speed limits. We obviously would have got much better performance out of the cars because the environment would have been more suitable to that type of car. Now, imagine trying to take those cars off-road, say down a rocky path covered in trees, sand and mud. The type of bumpy path usually reserved for four-wheel drive vehicles. How do you think a sports car would perform there? Well, you'd have to be a little bit crazy to take a car like that off-road, obviously, because it's not suited to that type of condition at all. And if you tried, you'd probably just damage the car and it would likely cost you a lot of money to repair it. But what about the cost of trying to trade strategies in environments that they're not really suited to? What type of damage can you do by attempting that? In part 2 of the Mean Reversion series with Cesar, we discussed market regimes and how the market regimes can affect mean reversion strategies. And Cesar made a statement about mean reversion strategies not performing so well in low volatility market regimes. And as a result of that comment, I received a number of emails asking for clarification on what type of strategies do work in low volatility environments. So in this week's Trading Thought, I want to share a quick little sneak peek into the next Mean Reversion episode with Cesar where he answers this question plus loads more. So this episode is due to be released in a few weeks' time, and Cesar is going to answer all the mean reversion questions submitted over the last few weeks, but we're going to hear a quick little sneak peek of that right now. Now, it's only short, but let's take a listen to Cesar sharing what types of strategies work in low volatility market regimes. Yep, okay. Awesome, thanks Cesar. Now we're moving on to market condition questions. I can't believe all of those questions were about entries, but I think we've exhausted that. So the first question about market conditions is from Emil, I think it is. What kind of strategies work in your experience in a low volatility market regime like we're having now?
Yeah, I mean, mean reversion will still sort of work now. The problem with mean reversion now is the edges. You're just making so little off the mean reversion trades. But what I've definitely discovered is the breakouts tend to be working, for me, have been working quite well this year in this low volatility environment we've been in. I don't know, this breakout strategy I've been trading, I have not traded in previous low volatility environments, so I don't know if it's something particular to this one. But the strategy that's definitely working the best for me is my breakout strategy that I'm doing.
Okay, so just a short bit of insight from Cesar there, but very important, I think, and in just the same way that cars perform best in certain types of conditions or environments, we need to consider trading strategies and styles too, and try to match what's being traded with the current market environment. And there are a number of techniques we can use to do that. Just check out the Better System Trader website, do a search for market conditions or market regimes, and you'll find a bunch of information about that there. If you'd like to learn more about breakout trading strategies, though, we do have a podcast episode dedicated to breakout trading too, which was episode number 43, which you can get from the Better System Trader website. Plus, we have a free breakout trading toolkit, which includes an ebook, cheat sheet, plus 2 breakout strategies with code. That's all free, and you can find that on the Better System Trader website too. It's on the homepage. I think it's down the right-hand side of the page, so you can grab your copy of that right there. Anyway, that's it for this week's Trading Thought. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you at the next one. Enjoy the rest of your week. Okay, well, that's it for this episode. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show. Come on over to bettersystemtrader.com. That's where you'll find all the previous episodes, all the transcribes, all the show notes, and all the free weekly trading tips. bettersystemtrader.com.